So you're in the market for a new computer, but what should you be thinking about? What should you even be considering? Is it about how pretty it looks? Is it about how fast it works? Is it about how many movies you can store on it? Is it about the live streaming? Is it about the browser? What is it really about? This is a question that I get asked quite a lot, and whether you're upgrading or whether you're buying your first machine, I am here to help you. Hey, what up? It's your boy MobbJustice back again. This is the first video of 2018. Thank you to everyone who's been watching and supporting the channel so far. You can hit the like button and tell me whether you like this content or not, and just give us some feedback in the comments section. Today we are talking about computers, what to consider when buying a computer, and I'm just going to break it down into 3 of the most important things that I think you should be looking at when considering a computer. So whether you're talking Mac or whether you're talking PC, computers tend to have 3 things in common, and that is your RAM, your storage, and your processor. So basically, running through these things, your RAM is basically how many things can you do at once. So if you're one of those people that likes having 16 tabs open in Chrome, for example, that's taking up a lot of RAM. If you're one of those people who likes to have a lot of programs open at one time, that also takes up a lot of RAM. So RAM is how many things can you do at once on your computer. Your processor is basically the computations that your computer is doing every single second to keep your computer on, to basically do calculations, to be running that iTunes, to be playing that song, to be playing that movie. So your processor is about how fast can your computer do certain things. And then lastly, your storage, I think this is the one we're most familiar with, is how much space do you have for files on your machine. So that can be video files, your MP3s, Word documents, spreadsheets, PowerPoints, whatever it is. This occupies some amount of space on your computer. So when you're out there to buy a computer, these are the 3 most important things you should look at. A lot of people, especially on the Windows side, tend to ask, is Dell a better brand than HP, than Acer, for example? And yes, build quality does come into it, but for a lot of people, you're gonna see that your price is determined by these 3 things. If you want an example of this, you should go to the Apple website, for example, because on the Apple website, they actually tend to allow you to see how much different specs of a computer are going to be, and your price for a machine tends to rise or fall depending on the amount of RAM, how fast your processor is, and how much storage you're speccing out on the machine. So for everyone out there, these are the 3 things that I think you should be looking at when considering your next PC or Mac purchase, or a desktop, whatever it is. A lot of people tend to think that they are gonna go for the cheapest machine with the lowest specs because they think that they don't do that much, but you actually then find that certain programs or certain things that we do on a daily basis actually strain your machine. So for example, if like the example I used earlier was about having a lot of tabs open, you can be doing a lot of research for an assignment, for example, and you have Word open, you have a spreadsheet open at the same time, plus you've got your internet browser that's there with your 16 tabs for the different journals that you're looking at, and all of that stuff is using 2 or 3 of these things, because for example, your RAM is going to determine how many things you can have open at the same time, and then your processor, how fast you're able to switch back and forth between these programs. So yes, that's it. First video of 2018, as I said. Hit the like button, tell us what you think in the comments. Let me know, are these some of the things that you think about when you are buying a machine? Have you found any other formula for the way that you buy a computer? Tell us what you think. It's your boy MobbJustice.
Hey, this is Baby G and you're watching the MobbJustice channel. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Live it, love it, like it. This is the MobbJustice TV.